Hi everyone, it's Nubian Sun Ra back with another video. And today I just wanted to speak on how people would like to put truthers and religion in the same category to avoid talking about certain truths. And I say certain truths because it's always about who was the beginning and who will be the end and all that type of things, but usually just like the beginning of the divine or the universe, or the beginning of everything. And I feel like in religion it splits up whether it was light or darkness. And in truth, we understand that it is both. And I say this because what we consider light is only one way, when there is a such thing as dark light. And I say that to say, like, pitch black outside, like when it's dark outside, is never just like pitch black. It's always a light, even though it's not really bright, like a star or a moon. It's like it's still some form of light. And light is light. It just take on different forms, and the colors change, and that's exactly how different rays of light appeared. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it wasn't always there. It just transformed. And that's my theory on it. I'm no scientist, but I'm pretty sure I understand that the facts of light being transmuted and transforming, and how it's all the same, just taking on different forms and shapes and shades. That's a fact. And I also feel like with religion, a lot of people have this misconception that everyone that goes to church is or believe in a form of a God are holier than thou, and that's just not true, because there's good and bad. It's just they're just too far into the light, maybe, into their programming. But that doesn't necessarily mean that there's no truth in it, and there's all one set of people there, good or bad, because everyone is in the church. And with truth, it's like the same thing when it comes to religion. There's people that tell truth, but it's always like halfway done, or overly opinionated with facts, but still opinionated, like watered down. And to avoid that truth, people would like to debate with religion and say, like, you're religious. And with all the issues that's going on today with people being overly opinionated about who should or shouldn't be in the church, or who should or shouldn't give truth because of what they look like. And I feel like to say someone is religious or non-religious would say like, oh, you are someone that people will listen to, or someone that's qualified to speak the truth, when the truth is, the truth doesn't belong to any of us, you know? Yes, it is nice to get truth from someone who is more of a mirror, or what people would call like a role model, to be able to tell the truth, because you can actually see it as well as what they're speaking. But at the same time, we are all responsible to absorbing the truth on our own. So when we hear it, we have to be able to recognize it and process it, regardless of who's saying it. Our problem with religion is that we hold people accountable to what they are speaking on, because we want to be able to say, okay, well, if I'm going to follow you, then you have to be, a certain way. And with truth, it's like you either going to see the truth is resonating, you know within yourself, or you have to look at, the truth about the person, because they don't have something like the religion do, like a congregation, and it's like formal, everybody go in their Sunday best. It's just pretty much raw, and it is what it is, but you get, and we have to take responsibility for what we're consuming, and know what we're hearing is resonating, or being confirmation, or if we just know character. And so we look into what the person is saying. But either way, it's like we go to religion on everything. Everybody's calling everything religious these days, instead of just looking at the truth. So that's why I said that people like to put it in the same category, because it's not the same category. They have two different concepts of the way in the way they go about doing things. It's just two different mindsets, basically. And I also want to talk about the line that crosses between being free spiritually and your higher vibrational self, higher thoughts, or being free in your lower self. And those are two different things. It's like a line there, the thin line. And a lot of times we would think that we are being free in our higher self, because there is a reverse teaching that being in your lower self is being free, because you're not tied down by any rules or serving of others, and it's self-serving, like you're looking out for yourself. And so that gives you free range to use and abuse others, you know. But in your higher self, higher vibrational self, we are free to move and not be restricted by the lower vibrational thoughts that hold us down, like anger, because it'll slow you down. Being angry, being over lustful and greedy, you know. And so it's just all about perception. But I really feel like some people that are in their low vibrational selves underestimate, because of their big ego that I discussed in one of my other videos about the lower self ego. The ego is so big when we're at our lower self that we get in our mind that we are greater, and so we underestimate other people. And when you are too high without true understanding, it's the same way. You know, you underestimate those people are at their lower vibration. And I think also that's why when you don't really understand the way the divine actually work and who we really are, our true selves, when you're in your higher vibration, you might not underestimate the lower vibrations. So it's like it creates fear. So how high can you really be when you at a fear of what the lower vibrations are capable of, because you don't really know the dark, you know? And so that's just all about perception too, you know? And at the end of the day, it's like we all have to know where we are, know where our soul is, know where we are within the spirit, to be able to move accordingly, to know if we need to grow in certain areas. And that's just, you know, sitting with yourself and meditating and being truthful about yourself. A lot of people lie to themselves, and they know for a fact that they are, and they just are comfortable with it. And progress comes when we sit with ourselves and be true to ourselves. And that's another hard step as well. When I went through my shadow work, it was a hot mess. It's not glorious. It is hard. It is messy, like emotionally, and it does take a lot of consistency and dedication to grow, basically. So, yeah, that's all I have to say for today. I hope everyone is saying their affirmations, grounding themselves, earthing, drinking your water, loving yourself, and just being the best you that you can be at the moment, at the present moment, because that's all we could really do until the future. You know, 10 years from now, we reflect and we're like, oh, I did good. I've changed so much. I've grown so much. And those are the best times of our lives. Everyone have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thank you for supporting all the new likes that I have accumulated. And I really hope that you all are taking in the information and applying it, because there is no sense of hearing things or information and knowing it and not applying it to our lives. Okay, peace and love.